Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pony&Wolf Productions video. My name is Visual Pony and today we are reading the story A Lullaby of Rocks and Pie, which is apparently a Marble Pie, Maud Pie and Pinky story, so yeah. Oh, by the way, it's by the author Comrade Bagel Muffin, which we have actually featured on here several times before. If I sound a little bit weird today and, at some points do not quite get the lines right, I beg your pardon because I am actually sick. And as always, here's an amazing list of those amazing people who keep supporting this channel with their monthly donations. And if you want to actually reward our dedication to this, even though we are both actually having the plague right now, yes, the plague that is going around, we would very much appreciate it if you checked out the links down in the description. You can get early access to our stuff or merchandise. Or you can just give us, monthly donations, or you can become a channel member. So, without further ado, let's get into this story, because I know I'm very likely annoying you right now. The twins of the family of Pie wait and worry as their family is outside. The bad raining ghosty came during the night, and when the sun should have been high in the sky, there was no light. Except for when the big dark sky monster would scream. This monster wasn't like the ones in the closet. It was big, bad, and mean. And unlike at night when their sisters or parents would make the bad ghosties go away, they were all alone. Their family had been in the field all day. The two of them were in charge of keeping the water out. They put buckets under each dripping fount. They tried to comfort their little house to no avail. No matter what assurances they gave, its tears still fell. Even their house was afraid of the ghosty outside. And whenever the monster would scream, they'd run and hide. Not sure if they were safe inside. Pinky was scared, but being the eldest of the two, she had to be brave despite being scared as a mouse. She had to be strong and keep her cool. The eldest was to be the strongest, that was the rule. She tried hard to remember the ancient incantation her granny would say, whenever the sky ghosties would darken the day. The bad ghosty would have known because it let out a big scream. The two hid under the table, listening to the house's tears dripping. Her sister whimpered and started to quake, and despite herself she began to shake. She had tried her strongest remedies, they had not gone well. The ghosty still screamed and the rain still fell. Not even laughing could make this ghosty go away. It didn't even keep their fear at bay. Then, in a flash, she remembered what her granny would say. This was her last chance. She stood up tall and took a battle stance as she began the ancient chants.
Rain, rain, go away and don't come back any other day!
She altered it, not wanting the ghosties to ever come back. The alteration made the ghosty mad though, and it started to attack. There was a sudden flash filling her vision with white, and then it shook their small house with all its might. She let out a terrified shriek and back under the table made a quick retreat. She held her younger twin Marble, whose message was hushed and a garble, both wanting only for the end of this day. Hopes that in the morning the ghosty would go away. There was nothing they could do as their fears won out. The two young twins started to cry and shout. They hid there until the door to their house flew open. They ran up to their room as the seal to their sanctuary lay broken. Beneath the covers they shook and hid. An attempt to stay hidden, one last desperate bid. Pinky, Marble, no need to hide. Limestone said that I should come back inside. The twins poked their heads out from their bedroom, on hearing a voice that had now doom or gloom.
Maud, the bad stormy ghosty didn't gobble you down!
The Pie twins ran to their older sister, each scared, eyes and a frown.
This ghosty cloud is really big and mean. Every couple of seconds there's a flash and a really scary scream. I even did the magic chant to send this ghosty away, but it didn't listen. We're scared that forever here it will stay.
Marble, the quieter of the two, just whimpered and gave a nod as Maud wiped off the mud, rain, and sod.
Don't worry, you two, we've been through worse. Besides, the crystals need water. This is a blessing, not a curse.
Maud took a moment to collect her thought, then nodded as a good conclusion was made and brought.
Back to the bed and wait for me. I've got an idea to get us through this night that I think the two of you would be absolutely happy to see.
And Maud patted both Pinky and Marble on the head and sent them scampering back to their shared bed. She then went to the kitchen and grabbed a small plate, then grabbed some special sweets that were ready to be ate. Then she grabbed a pot and heated some milk, making it soft and warm and smooth as silk. Then with the treats and the milk she moved to perform her plan, to put her sisters at peace and rest like before the storm began. She moved back to the bedroom and found them both in bed, the blanket pulled up high to even cover each of their head.
Both you, it's okay, I back, and I've got warm milk and a very sweet and tasty snack.
Both fillies poked their heads out from under the cover and from under the sheet. Maud offered them a cup of warm milk and some rock candies that were so sweet.
Thanks, Maud, but how will these send the ghosty away and make the sky clear and blue instead of scary black and grey?
Pinky asked, and they both took the candy and sipped the milk. The rocks were sweet and the drink went down like silk.
Don't worry, you two, for when you next wake, the sky will be clear and the house will no longer shake.
Maud said, tucking them both in. The twin sisters yawned as the warm milk started to win.
For sleep and peace, like laughter, are a magical charm, to keep you safe from ghosties and away from all harm. Now you both did so well to keep the house nice and dry, but your big sister is here, so let me give it a try.
And Maud smiled as they closed their eyes and the rain started to light. Sure that the storm would pass by them that night.
We pie sisters will always have each other's back, and that Marble and Pinky is just a simple fact.
Author's note. This one was murder to get to 1,000 words. My first submission for One Shottober 2021. Huzzah!
This time, I make the comments because Luna is a big old meanie. I'll get my revenge when I have taken over the world. And that is where I need your help. Go ahead. Like and subscribe. Also share this video with your friends and family. And don't forget to check out my Slaw, Humans Patreon and merch store. Building an evil empire is expensive. In a way I find this story kind of sweet, but also a bit strange. I mean, I am only 2.5 months old at time of recording, and I am not afraid of ghosts. There are quite a few in my human's apartment, and I don't mind them at all. Nor do I mind thunderstorms. I am actually looking forward to New Year's when all the fireworks are happening. But back to the story. Having had several siblings, I find it very sweet of Maud Pie to take care of her younger siblings. That is what older siblings should be like, but sadly that is not always the case. Made my male human cry when he thought about it for some reason. Anyhow, great story. Now let me be, I have your demise to plan. Muhahahahahahahaha.